At the beginning of last year, long before Melbourne went into lockdown, Tash Pareskevi was already going through an extremely challenging time.
I had lost someone very, very dear to me. So my partner passed away unexpectedly from a heart attack. And there was the stress of that, the emotional burden of that, as well as things that were happening with my own health as well.
While grieving the loss of her partner, Tash was diagnosed with a heart condition of her own.
I'd spent a couple of weeks in the CCU, the cardiac care unit, just surrounded by family and friends and people getting me through all of those moments.
Somehow, Tash made it through her ordeal. So when lockdown hit, she was inspired to spread some positivity on the pavement of her local park.
I wanted to help people that were going through those anxieties, those stresses during a really uncertain time during lockdown. So to help them out and to sort of jolt them and wake them up that day a little bit, or just to make them feel as though they're seen, needed and understood, that they're not alone.
Tash's chalk messages soon became the talk of the inner city Melbourne suburb of Coburg, with locals stopping to thank her for the mental health pick-me-ups.
They did mention things like, thank you so much for that, or I really needed it, or some parents stopped with their children as well. So some of the kids would grab a piece of chalk and start chalking with me, which was really sweet. And then they'd speak to us about their times during lockdown. There was one lady in particular who said that she was just emotionally and mentally not in a very good headspace, and she was thinking about doing something regrettable, and it was seeing those things that sort of jolted her into wanting to strive for another better day, basically. So, yeah.
One of the many people to be moved by Tash's messages was 23-year-old baker Bruno Arena.
I was a bit down during that time. I was worried about the family business and, myself personally, like, am I going to be able to get through this mentally during this time? I went for a walk with my cousin and we came down to the lake and walked down the steps to the entrance, and I see "You are wonderful" written on the ground. And I go, oh, this is amazing. Who did this? I was like, oh, blown away by it. Like, this is awesome. Kept walking along the path and ended up seeing more and more messages written down, like "You are loved, you are special, you are unique." I wanted to share it to as many people as possible. So I wrote up a post on Coburg Lake Network, local Facebook group. And I wrote, whoever did this, thank you so much. You definitely made my day and, made the day of many people walking through the lake, I'm sure.
Bruno's Facebook post was instantly liked by hundreds of locals who shared his gratitude. Pretty soon, the message found its way to Tash herself.
I'd commented on his post and he replied back, and we did a bit of a to and fro. And basically I'd said to him, well, if you want to come out chalking with me, and he said, oh, my handwriting's really bad, but let's give it a go. Sure, why not?
A week after they started chatting online, Bruno and Tash met in person for the very first time.
I noticed the connection straight away when I met Tash. I felt that there, that chemistry, and I guess it started as just getting to know each other sort of thing. And Tash, obviously, she's been through a lot going on with her health, a lot happening in her life. So she was a bit hesitant at first, but I pursued her and, I guess got her to fall in love with me, you could say. But no.
I'm glad that he pursued me. Even though I wasn't 110% sure that I was ready, I guess, for something, I'm glad that he pursued me.
Yeah.
Definitely.